Hey, everybody, we're live. Glad you're here, all four of you. I don't care. This is going to help whoever watches this video. I want to tell you a little story about what happened to me at tax time a couple of years ago that I had to finally end up paying last year. It was $30,000 on top of what I already had to pay. I don't want anybody to go through that. And the way you're able to avoid that is to watch your tax guy, your CPA, which stands for cannot protect assets. Uh, just just know you could probably do a better job. And when you get in there and really start asking them questions, you're going to find out they don't know as much as you think they know, and they're not going to do the job you do. So it's important to know these things as they come along. And I mean, that's what we do. Me and Stacy are constantly trying to find information about taxes and what to expect in the future. Greetings from Palm Desert, California, brother. Hey, everybody. Hey, and by the way, in the last live stream me and the Ninja did in Panama City Beach, there were some super chats, and we couldn't see the camera, the phone. I don't know who sent them or what, but I always appreciate them. They're not necessary, but I want to make sure I put that in the front of this video. And if you have not been on the Discord, check it out. It's not that hard. You'll Look, I'm being censored like crazy on YouTube. Go back and look at my views, and I'm getting hammered. I mean, they are. It's called shadow banning, and when you don't talk about the Kardashians and just useless crap, YT doesn't share your videos. I'm getting people that are getting my video notifications 3 and 4 days after I post the video. If you've been unsubscribed, go back, unsubscribe, subscribe again. If you're not getting notifications, make sure the bells ring. I don't know what else to do. All right. Hey, everybody. Good. I'm so glad you're having an awesome day. All right. I'm trying not to get in the comments too much because it is distracting, but I'm going to spend a little time with you guys at the end of the video. Okay. The IRS issued a warning about smaller tax refunds for this upcoming tax season. Wouldn't you know? The refund is expected to fall by 20%. Just so you know, on average, people get about $3,000 back, at the end of the year. Well, it's going to be $600 less this year compared to last year. The pandemic-related tax breaks have expired. So basically, they're eliminating, they're not, it's inflation. They want jobs to go down. They want you to make less. They want the economy to slow down. And this is an easy way to do it. Just don't give people the tax breaks they used to have, including the 179 qualified equipment deduction was 100%. It is going to less. We don't know if it's 70, 80, or what. I was talking to the Economic Ninja about that. But reason number one for this smaller is the smaller charitable donation deduction. It was $600. Now it is $300. If you claim this tax deduction, even 90% of Americans use the standard deduction on their tax return. This means that this will benefit 90% of people. I'm sorry. This means that this benefit is going to be gone for 90% of people. I've got some notes here, and only I can read them, and I don't read them very good. Reason number two, the tax credit for child care expenses has been reduced dramatically. It was $8,000 in 2021. You could write off $8,000 for, daycare, child care expenses. It's going down to $2,100. I mean, that is huge. So we had 8,000. Now you've got 21. So already this change is going to be a big surprise to a lot of people. The parents that are unaware of this, we're going to get hammered. Hey, Spanky, thank you. I appreciate all you do and your wife on your channel. Glad to see you and Ninja working together. Yeah, it's like my best friend. We're just kindred spirits, and he is exactly what he says he is. He's a good guy, and he is like the side hustle king. So watch everything he does. He truly has a big heart, and he wants to help. But thank you for the super chat, Spanky. Reason number 3, the child tax credit. The one that I just talked about was for child care expenses. The tax credit is for what you have if you just have children. If you just, it used to be 6 to 17. If they're 6 to 17, you got, it has been reduced from 3,000. I don't know how much. But now, if you have children under 6, it was 3,600. Now it's 2,000. So, and I'm not a tax guy, but it's important for you to know to expect 20% less. And when you get your taxes back, just know it's probably going to be less. And I want to encourage you to, hopefully, not right now, the rental property thing, I sold my rental properties, but in the future, that's how Congress gets away with paying zero taxes. That's how Donald Trump gets away with paying zero taxes. He has property. You can write off so much. I would have rental properties if it was just for the tax write-offs. I'm going to be missing out on that next year. A lot of it. I've still got one. But try to find a way. If you need to create an LLC for your side hustle, then you can start writing off your trucks and trailers or whatever you use or could be using in that LLC. You might look at that. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor or a tax guru or anything like that. I just know when you got to pay 30 grand on top of what you already pay, you'll start paying attention. Reason number 4, the earned income tax credit. This one is going to impact people without children. In 2021, it was $1,500, and it's going to fall to $560 this year. The rules were helpful for adults without qualified children, but those beneficial rules have now expired. Now, me and Stacy did a video in the creek in the Naughty Bengal. I built a jet boat. It's over my welding channel, Taylor Welding. I'll put it in the description. You're going to be taxed on anything you receive over $600. You're going to get a 1099 on if it's from a third party like PayPal or Venmo. For the sale of goods or services, the IRS said, and I quote, some tax returns may require additional review. They just hired like 80-something thousand of them to go over with a fine-tooth comb every $600, check that you wrote for something or received. So they're saying this may delay your tax refund, especially if you're not reporting it correctly. These 80,000 IRS agents, I think it was 86,000, I'm not sure. They're going to be pistol packing, pencil pushing, fine-tooth combing people that want your money. They're trying to get your Lucky Charms. It's just a warning, guys. There's more. It will slow down your tax refunds. With that being said, there's going to be many people that are going to be shocked. They're going to be like pointing at their CPA or their tax guy. Just take a minute and try to go over some of the rules yourself. I'll put some of the things that I went through to try to find this information in the description. You don't have to look very far. All you have to do is Google IRS 20% less refunds this year, and you'll find a whole bunch of stuff. Now, this is, in my opinion, this is the tax. This is inflation is the tax that we're paying without raising too much hell over. These taxes are just going to take from us as we pay the price of inflation. Inflation is a tax that is kind of baked in the cake. Everybody wants a stimulus check, but nobody wants inflation. It's just a way to tax everybody. And now you're going to start getting taxed on your income more at the time you need it the most. We're taking it from families. They're taking it from people that don't have. It's like if you have children, you get taxed more. If you don't have children, you get taxed more. It's like a kind of a no-win situation. But this is part of it. This is going to get worse. This is what they want. They want to slow the economy down. And I can't think of a better way than to have people with no money. And when the CBDC gets here, taxes on steroids. You won't be able to hide nothing. You won't be able to do anything. And even if they think you owe them something, they will debit your account. I know it sounds crazy, but I think that's coming. I think that's on the way. It's in the mail. You know, they can say you owe us taxes, and you say, well, no, I don't. So, well, we're going to take it out of your account right now until you prove otherwise. Imagine how that's going to work out. And then, you know how they're going to get your guns? Usually, it's through tax evasion. Usually. I know we're talking about taxes, and now I'm talking about pew-pews. Shouldn't even said that word. But they wanted to have a tax on magazines. You remember that? They wanted everybody to, I can't remember where it was, but it was like a $20 or $30 tax on each magazine. Who is going to do that? There's nobody that's going to do that. And then they're going to find them and say, hey, you're a tax evader. Yeah, that's what we're looking at. We're looking at some strange times, but I've got a lot of hope. I've got a lot of hope for Americans. We've been leading the globe in prosperity for the last 50 or 60 years. And I think out of all the nations, we could be the one to turn communism around, to say, the story at the end of the next 10 or 20 years could be, America led the globe in reversing communism. They did not let the WEF get away with what they wanted to. How cool would that be? That would be, I know it looks kind of gloomy right now, and there's a lot of people that think I'm probably crazy for saying that, but that's what I'm looking at. That's what I want to do. I don't think we're done. I think Americans are alive and well. That red-blooded American that has good horse sense, that guy that gets it, that just stays quiet because he wants to stay home and cook his ribeye steaks and watch a football game. The conservatives are bad about just, wanting to get along with people. But there's a time coming where we're going to have to make a little bit of noise, even if it does get me shadow banned on YouTube, because I'm quite certain that's exactly what's going on. And Elon Musk, could you buy Google? I would really appreciate that. I think Twitter might be the place to be. I don't know if you guys saw where Elon did a poll. I'll step down if you vote if I should stay as CEO or not, and all of 57% of Twitter voted to step down. But it turned out to be a bot purge. I like that guy. I mean, I don't know what he's up to, and I don't know if I trust him. But so far, we can only go by what he's doing, and what he's doing is pretty cool. Other than the Neuralink's a little freaky, but like he said, that's a way to fight AI. These futuristic thinkers are way far away from me. I don't think that far ahead. It's hard for me to get there, but I try to notice what they're doing. So I'm all over the place. Who's here? Spanky, Dad's here. Gerald, Toe Knee. Chris Taylor, Chuck Norris 2024. Kevin Brooks, Toto pulling back the curtain. That's a good name. Yes, and they take 40% of income garnished. I hope nobody has to pay the bill I had to pay. Paris Hilton. Oh, let me tell you what happened there before I go. So the tax guy said, he did my taxes for about 8 years, I guess. Maybe more, maybe 10. And I was getting money back every year. And it was, he had a real big following of welders, pipe welders mainly. And he was, taking care of everybody. And I talked to him and said, yeah, when the IRS comes, they come to my office and they use me because I'm so good at what I do. And it was hard to believe, but so far so good. Don't fix it if it's not broke. Well, turns out he quits answering the phone calls. He had filed something wrong and was too lazy to go back and fix it. So we started getting notes in the mail, letters from the IRS. Hey, this is wrong. Hey, this is wrong. So we're reaching out to him. He's, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Well, finally, we started worrying about it. He wouldn't answer the phone. I went up there. He wouldn't let me in. It was nuts. And then he died. So I couldn't even, it's just a loss all the way around. He lost his life, and I lost a bunch of money, and there's a whole bunch of people that'd probably whip his butt right now if he was alive. But if I know what I know now, and that means that being said, don't trust a guy just because he's the tax guy, the CPA. Don't take their word for it. I still don't have one that I like, to be honest with you. I still don't have one that I think is the best. And I don't know another way to do it other than know as much as you can going into it. And then when you're sitting there listening to him and you can ask him about these things, hey, how much can I write off for this? Help him, make him help you understand what's going on and why that is. And then you go back, just take an hour or two. The economic ninja does this all the time. He'll get in the office with them and he knows more than they know, and it drives them nuts, makes everybody mad. But he's right. He's right to do it, and he gets more money back because he does it. So I want to encourage everybody to really try to do your best. I'm going to bring you more information like this, but just so you know, this tax season might not be very fun because people are hurting already, and you're not going to get as much money as you were getting back. I've got a couple more. Yeah, he got arrested and then died. Stacy's trying to straighten me out. I got a video to make about a guy was asking for his friend if he had $100,000. One guy asked, what to do with $100,000 if your house is paid off and you've got food, or I don't know. I'm going to cover that question in the next video. And another guy asked, or person, I can't remember if it was a woman or a man, but if they had $50,000, and a couple of scenarios of, hey, I've got this much money. What would be some plans? And I'm not a financial advisor, but I can tell you what I've learned from the wealthy and what we've done consistently and how we were able to be completely out of debt and be able to invest as things start to come down. And there's nothing set. I'll tell you this much, and then I'm gonna let everybody go. There's nothing set in stone on what you do. You're bobbing and weaving. I mean, hey, the housing market's going up. Let's sell some rental properties and move that money over here. And when it comes down, we're going to jump back in. Right now, the mining stocks look really good. Commodities look good. All that stuff that we're going to have in the future that's really, really down. It looks like a buying opportunity to me. But we'll talk about that, how much money to maybe allocate that way. Do not listen to anything I say. You'll lose all your money, even if you invest 1%. I say that to people. I say, hey, I'm speculating on crypto. You're going to lose all your money. You need to be careful. No. How can you lose all your money if you only speculate 1%? Stop it. Stop. We're talking about these people that think very binary, if you invest in one thing, that means you're going to lose all your money and be destitute the rest of your life. I'm just talking, make small speculations on really big things. And if you lose it all, it's no big deal. You say, hey, I lost. I tried though, and eventually you'll hit one. I've hit a few. I've hit a couple that were life changing. That were big deals, and that's the kind of information we try to share on this channel. So, guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting the like button. You guys are awesome, and I can't say enough about you. I love getting in the comments, and that's it. That's it, guys. Have an awesome day. Later.